We start with breaking news now at 1. Authorities have arrested the man believed to be behind a massive leak of highly sensitive U.S. intelligence documents. Good afternoon. This is the KTLA 5 News at 1. I'm Samantha Cortese.
And I'm Sandra Mitchell. Glenn Walker and Lou Parker are off today. Authorities made the arrest this afternoon, just days after that widespread leak.
Washington correspondent Alexandra Limon joins us live with the breaking details. Hi, Alexandra.
Sam and Sandra, the Justice Department confirmed just a short time ago that the arrest that happened in Massachusetts involved a member of the Air Force National Guard, and they say he was taken into custody without incident.
Today, the Justice Department arrested Jack Douglas Teixeira.
Just days after leaked Pentagon documents became widespread on Twitter, a suspect is in custody.
In connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information.
While the Justice Department is leading the ongoing investigation, the Pentagon says it too is taking the issue seriously and is reviewing who can access certain classified information.
It is important to understand that we do have stringent guidelines in place for safeguarding classified and sensitive information.
The Pentagon says that process includes the need to obtain security clearances and the signing of non-disclosure agreements.
This was a deliberate criminal act, a violation of those guidelines.
Because of the early stage of the investigation, it's unclear whether others in the chain of command could also be held responsible for the leak. But Massachusetts Congressman Jake Auchincloss says the U.S. first has to make sure the leak doesn't jeopardize Ukraine's defense against Russia.
Will be, how do we do our utmost as a nation to support the Ukrainian counteroffensive this spring?
Now, Teixeira will have his initial court appearance at the U.S. District Court for the District of Massachusetts, although the Justice Department hasn't confirmed exactly when that will happen. Live in Washington, Alexandra Limon.
Alexandra, thank you. This just in now, 2 former LA County Sheriff's deputies involved in the shooting death of Andres Guardado have been indicted in a separate case where they allegedly falsely imprisoned a skateboarder. Miguel Vega, Christopher Hernandez now facing multiple charges, including conspiracy, witness tampering, and falsification of records. According to that indictment, both men unlawfully detained a 23-year-old Compton skateboarder in their patrol car and then crashed during a chase, injuring him. They're also accused of trying to cover up the crime. It happened 2 months before the officers were involved in the deadly shooting of 18-year-old Andres Guardado in Gardena. That case led to an $8 million settlement with LA County. Both former deputies are set to be arraigned later this afternoon.
New details about the arrest of a motorcyclist accused of crashing into a 13-year-old who lost his leg in the crash. It happened March 30th in Boyle Heights. Joshua Mora was walking in the crosswalk at Whittier Boulevard near Orme Avenue when he was hit by the bike. 29-year-old Erwin Mahano was arrested Tuesday in Banning. Police say after Mahano hit Mora, he got back on the motorcycle and rode off without calling for help. The teen is still in the hospital recovering from his injuries. Police say the incident should serve as a reminder to do the right thing.
It's not just the moral imperative of remaining, it's the law. And you may think that you're trying to escape from consequences by running from the scene, but as these heroes behind me have proven, with the cooperation of our friends in the media and the community, we will find you.
Authorities say the Boyle Heights area had the highest number of traffic fatalities than any other LA neighborhood over the past 5 years.
Metro line passengers expressing safety concerns after a string of stabbings on board, including one that turned deadly in Long Beach earlier this week. Authorities still searching for that killer. KTLA's Kimberly Chang live in Long Beach with details. Kimberly.
Sandra, hi. This happened on the Blue Line here in downtown Long Beach. This is a train that's used to take people from downtown Long Beach over to Los Angeles. Now, some riders told me this morning that they are concerned and worried for their safety after hearing that someone was stabbed to death. Now,